Boxing King Media in association with Boxer Eddie Hearn. A big fight week this Saturday. I just want to ask you the main event. Who's the favourite going into the fight, and how do you see it unfolding?
You have to. Mauricio Lara has to be the favourite, but honestly, talking to both fighters, I'd find it very difficult to back against Leigh Wood. So confident going into this rematch. You know, he felt like he was winning the fight before. He made one mistake, but he did get stopped. And Mauricio Lara will also be full of confidence, full of belief that he can get the victory on Saturday night.
What are the plans for the winner, and what are the plans for the loser?
I think for the loser, you know, if it's Leigh Wood, I think you may see him leave the sport. You know, he wants to operate at world level, and defeat would mean it would be difficult to do that. For Mauricio Lara, you've got Josh Warrington. You know, you've got maybe the winner of Lopez against Conlon. You've got opportunities upper weight. I mean, you could fight Joe Cordina. I don't know. I mean, there's loads of big fights out there for both guys if they're victorious.
Darrell Foley appears to be gathering a cult following online, just the way he comes across. Will you continue working with him no matter what happens this Saturday?
Yeah, he's great. I mean, you know, he talks a good game, and he got the win against Robbie Davis Jr. I know it was an injury, but he did have him over and hurt badly in the fight. And it's a massive fight for him against Jack Catterall, and it's a big fight for Jack. You know, we know that most people feel that he should have been undisputed champion. That's over now. But he's got to make a statement on Saturday. He's got to be exciting, and he needs to win well against Al Foley.
If Terry Harper wins this Saturday, I know you've explored the Tasha Jonas fight. Would you revisit that and maybe put in another offer? Because it just seems like the most obvious fight to make.
Yeah, I don't know. You know, I mean, sometimes, look, I've got a massive ego, but I'll never let it get in the way of making money, ever, or making the right decisions. I just can't understand. Like, someone needs to go up to, you know, Joe Gallagher, my old mate, and just give him, you know, a little friendly clip round the chops and say, Joe, wake up. You've got a match. Do you think you can beat Terry Harper? I know we can beat Terry Harper. Okay. You can make Natasha Jonas the undisputed champion and a load of money. But they would rather not do that because of an argument on social media. It is the most bizarre sport in the world where that can possibly happen. Like, who cares? You're going to have a fight. You're going to punch each other around the ring for 10 2-minute rounds. Who cares if you don't like someone? I don't mind. Like, we've got plans for Terry Harper. She's doing very well, thank you. But I'm a bit disappointed we can't make the fight. I believe Terry Harper beats Natasha Jonas. If you want to do it on Sky, no problem. But it's not even that. It's like, we've made 3 offers. We've never even had a reply, really, other than I think someone called Frank once. But like, don't you want to negotiate? Don't you want to do it on Sky? Just no, we're not doing that because we don't like. You know, they said something a few years ago, and I was definitely not like. It's mental.
Chris Billam-Smith fights this Saturday. In the past, when you guys went your separate ways, I think you said it'd be very difficult to sell him down in Bournemouth. He's done 15,000 tickets. Any regrets on letting him go? And should any credit be given to Ben Shalom for what the work he's done with Chris Billam-Smith?
Yeah, no, they've done a good job in Bournemouth. I mean, Bournemouth has always been a catchment area where that has potential. It's perfect down there with us. They've got that small stadium, which is what 3,000-4,000 that he's been selling out. And then when you get the world title fight, that one off, you know, to do, I think I said 13,000-14,000, it's fantastic. The problem we had is the size of the shows we're doing. We just couldn't headline with Chris Billam-Smith against, you know, like the guys that he was fighting. It's a co-main event or it's a third fight down the card. But when he went to Sky, it was a perfect move for him because they needed some talent, and he was a star to Sky, and they've done a good job with him, and it's a good fight. Like, I don't think it's going to be a great fight to watch, but I'll give Chris a chance in that fight. You know, I do.
3 quick predictions: Lopez, Conlon, and Okoli, CBS.
I think if Michael Conlon gets through the first 6 rounds, I think he wins that fight, and I think Chris Billam-Smith wins by stoppage.
Interesting. And I saw a suggestion that Wilder may end up fighting Usyk with this big date in Saudi. If that does happen, have you heard of that? And also, if that does happen, could we end up just seeing Fury versus AJ in Saudi?
Yeah. I haven't heard that at all, but I wouldn't be surprised at all if you saw AJ against Fury next.
Is Fury a free agent? We've seen him suggest that online. Have you explored that?
No idea. Yeah, Fury's Fury.
Last one, we've just reached 400,000 subscribers on YouTube. So I want to thank you for giving us access to the shows. Any particular memories from Boxing King Media over the last year or so that you liked?
No, I mean, me and you have had a roller coaster relationship, have we? I think we never used to really get on that well. When you know, remember when you were Amir Khan's big fan? I think, you know, do you remember years ago? Maybe. But I think you do a very good job. I think your questions are excellent. You never hassle me too much. You know when we haven't got time and we have got time. You've done very well to get to 400,000. It's a pleasure having you at the shows, and long may your success continue.
Likewise, appreciate that.
Cheers, mate.
Thank you.